And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of MAC, Mr. Lenny Watts.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 29th Annual MAC Awards. As it finally begins, as we wait to see who wins, I can feel the tension mounting in the air. But I have to break some news that a lot of you will lose. So if you do, just hit the booze and you won't care. For it matters not a bit who gets to hit the jackpot. All of you are winners in my book. As I scan the panorama everywhere I look. Look, it's Karen Mason.
I grew up in the middle of suburbia, where lack of live performance would disturb ya. A nightclub was a place that just got raided, and a cabaret was a film that Joel Grey did. Where I first worked, I handed out the menu, but soon I conquered every kind of venue. I found that cabaret's a life, old chum. That is a life with a 2-drink minimum. I'm sure that each of you would quite agree with the words to this spread ebb philosophy. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me,
Tell the spotlight man turn off my light, 'cause the show is done now, and it's time to leave the stage. Yeah, the good guy won now, and the band has no more songs to play. It's a happy ending, so I'll say goodbye. Goodbye to all the make-believe. Goodbye. There's no more magic up my sleeve. The show is through, the part's been played. No more standing in the wings afraid. No violins or phony tears. The word that's music to my ears is goodbye. It's a happy ending to the greatest show on earth. Now the curtain's descending, and I hope you got your money's worth. We're gonna stop the show now, 'cause I wanna leave on top. So get up and go now, 'cause there's nothing left inside my head. Everything that's left to say has been said. Goodbye. Goodbye to all the song and dance. Goodbye. Off stage I stand a better chance. The show is through, the part's been played. No standing in the wings afraid. No violins or phony tears. There's only one word left to sing. Goodbye. 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 I'm not afraid of stopping. This end can be my start. I wanna live a life and not just play a part. I'll walk into the sunset. I'll sail across the sea. The final word, the last you'll hear of me, is goodbye. Goodbye to all the nights alone. Goodbye. Goodbye to life that I don't own. I'm tired of living on the stage, a life that's only on the page. The empty lives are in the past. I've tried before, but here's the last. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a journey over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading. Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me
The committee and the board are very pleased to present the Hanson Award to Meg Flather.
Well, what's cute about a little cutie? It's her beauty, not brains. Old Father Time will never harm you if your charm still remains. After you grow old, baby, you don't have to be a cold baby. Keep young and beautiful. It's your duty to be beautiful. Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved. Don't fail to do your stuff with a little powder and a puff. Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved. If your eyes exercise all the fat off, take it off of here, off of there. When you're seen anywhere with your hat off, wear a Marcel waving your hair. Take care of all those charms, and you'll always be in someone's arms. Keep Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved. Now don't despair, help is on the way. This is item number 633, your exfoliating serum. Every day on our website it's $50, but today and today only it's $40 with 2 interest-free payments of $20 if you pick up that phone right now. But why? Why do I need the exfoliating serum? Because you're walking around with over 50 layers of dead, dull skin cells standing between you and the world. You need to exfoliate that away. So let our gentle mushroom extracts do the job while our gorgeous protein travels into the skin. Yes! Keep young and beautiful. It's your duty to be beautiful. Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved. We're talking no shipping and handling. Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved and exfoliate.
Steve Ross, he's been called the Crown Prince of Cabaret. Now, he's been the Crown Prince for so long that you might wonder why he's not king, and he should be king. But I think it's because he's so young. You know, he always, if you notice, he rides his bike around the city. Before it was fashionable to ride bicycles, Steve was riding his bicycle with rubber bands around his tuxedo pants, you know. He's like the perfect combination of casual and elegant. And his hair is sort of always fluttering, and he's kind of, he walks so fast. He always seems to be in a hurry. He's young. And here he is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Manhattan Association of Cabarets and Clubs. I don't quite understand it because he is the forever youthful, with many, many lifetimes to come, I'm sure. Forever youthful, Mr. Steve Ross.
I have one more song.
Our next presenter is a multi-award winning artist, including a win for her...
I'm not through, not by a long shot. If sometime I call the wrong shot, I'm not out. What's the haste? Dining on pheasant suits me fine. That's my taste, thoroughly pleasant. I'll never give it up. I like to live it up, and I'm not through. Isn't it plain? I'm feeling fine. I tell you, after champagne, I don't want beer. Rough or slick, I do believe I've got a trick still up my sleeve. Get together, let the dance floor feel your leather. Step as lightly as a feather, let yourself go. Come on, hit the timber, loosen up and start to limber. Can't you hear that hot marimba? Let yourself go. Let yourself go, relax, let yourself go, relax. You got top up in a knot. The night is cold, but the music's hot, so come, cuddle closer. Don't you dare to answer no, sir. Butcher, baker, clerk, grocer, rough or slick, I do believe I've got a trick still up my sleeve. I'm not through, not by a long shot, no, not by a long shot, no.
Good evening, I'm Patricia Arquette. Equal pay for everyone, goddammit. Gained a lot of weight on that picture in 12 years. Well, before I do my medley of all the up-tempo songs from Dr. Zhivago, I want to talk about Baby Jane. Baby Jane and I really do go way back. I mean, it's the Paleozoic period. It is. We played a club in the early 70s called Reno Sweeney, that you know. I mean, we were there a long time ago. The voice, you know, starts in her toes and works its all the way up. And it's just, and she sang the kind of, like hips up, she sang a Bob Dylan song, Forever Young, which nobody else was singing. Rod Stewart hadn't gotten his bleach blonde teeth into it yet. She was singing it, and it was like you're singing a Bob Dylan song. At Reno Sweeney, she sang a Joe Cocker, so she sang You Can Leave Your Hat On before the movie 9.5 Weeks. She would find these things ahead of everybody else. And her act was the most eclectic and interesting piece of work, and everything she did was with this passion that you said, shit, she could have built the pyramids. Why were we slaves? She could have done all this with one hand. And I would just sit and watch her, and I was in awe of her. And then she stopped working, and I would get like bulletins. You know, she's working with abused women. She's a teacher. She's in Alaska looking for bears. I said, go to the village. That's what I do. I mean, what's your problem, woman? And she had medical issues, and she kind of got out of it. And then she mounted a comeback. She came back. And she's never really stopped. And this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, not just for her work, but for the achievement of her life, which is an achievement that she has continued doing what she does beyond all sorts of obstacles. And she's never lost any of the passion and the power that she had that first day I saw her in 1862. She's absolutely amazing, and I am thrilled to bring her onto this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Baby Jane Dexter.
More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. I know I've never loved before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. I only live to love you more each day. I know we've never loved before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you. No one loves you more.
Our next presenter is a former president of MAC, an award-winning performer, and a Broadway producer. Please welcome Jamie deRoy.
Thank you. I'm here to present a few awards, but let me bring that award over here. The award did not always look like this. It's beautiful. I have to congratulate them. It's beautiful. The first couple of years, the award was this big, and it was a charm. You could wear it on your lapel or a necklace. If you were lucky enough to win 2 of them, you could make earrings. Then they decided we needed a new award, and we got an award from a catalog, and it was like a man holding a star. And one day I was visiting Margaret Whiting and Jack Wrangler, and I was in his office, and I saw this award that looked just like the Mac Award. And I said, Jack, what's that for? And he said, porn movies. And I said, can I see it? And he handed it to me, and I went, it's exactly like the Mac Award, only bigger and heavier. And I knew then it was about time to start changing the look of the award, which is now what it is.
Now, for those of you who haven't made albums, anyone here who hasn't made an album? I have to tell you, I've made a lot of albums. I started in 1988 when only record companies were doing it, and we started making CDs by ourselves. Did one for Alex Corey, one for Laurie Beachman, and then Nancy and I got together. And I have to say that I hate making albums. And I hate it because it's so difficult to do. I don't think people realize how difficult it is to make a great album. And the only reason I do it is because I love the results. I love having an album. But the reason it's difficult is that the object of making an album is you want to have the album sound exactly like you on your very best day. And it's very rare that you're having your very best day when you're in the studio or you're doing your live performance. And yes, you can do it over and over again, but the point is that both of these situations, because you know you're recording, are artificial. And the object is to find a way to be in these artificial situations, but really be your performing self, your full self, because it's the heart and the idea and the feeling that comes across even more than the voice. Of course, the voice does have to sound like you on your very best day. So it's really a challenge to record them. Now then, of course, we have all of the bells and whistles in the studio. So you can fix pitch, you can, do stuff, you can make it better. But really, you've got to have the performance. You've got to have the artist there. Now, as many of you may know, because you contributed to it, we're making the first new Nancy Lamotte album in 8 years. Okay. And it's Nancy Sings David Zippel. And there are many technical issues because of the vintage nature of these recordings, so it's taking us a while. For instance, we have a spectacular recording of Marvin Hamlish at the piano and Nancy singing the first demo ever of the theme song from the movie Frankie and Johnny. And Marvin is playing beautifully, and Nancy is singing fantastically. And Marvin is playing twice as loud as Nancy is singing, and it's on a one-track cassette. So, thanks to my friend Paul Rolnick, introduced me to these great engineers who really have the techniques to pull the vocal off, lift it, and put it back on. But again, it is not the push of a button. It has to be done with artistry. It has to be done with passion. So all the engineers and musicians and those people who work around the album have to be working with an ear. You cannot do this without an ear. So I really applaud the 5 nominees who made CDs that were nomination worthy. Whoever wins, I applaud you. I know how you sweated. I know how much money you spent. I know how exhausting it was. I know how aggravating it was. And we are thrilled to have these 5 recordings nominated. Celia Burke, You Can't Rush Spring. Maxine Linehan, An American Journey. Karen Oberlin and Sean Harkness, A Wish. Stearns Matthews, Spark. And Bob Mundy, Something Beautiful. And the award goes to Stearns Matthews.
Sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Sing a song. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing a a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of love that could be. Sing for you and for me. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Sing, just sing, just sing.